is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
You know, the bad thing about it is I think the Bengals had the best, youngest team in our division, bro.
Yeah. So I can't believe he left, or why he leave, bro? So ain't no telling who.
I don't know. Somebody probably beat his ass again.
You probably beat his ass.
Line of scrimmage, the 31.
I think that ass whooping you put on him hurt his feelings.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man on the out route. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the Steelers' 47-yard line.
Ready. 5, 6. I'm trying to collect. One twist. Check.
On 2nd and 2.
Oh, he's too slow, man.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
He's smelling it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. 36. Check 15.
To throw is Jackson. To throw again. Being chased out left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And it'll be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Begin.
36 power.
Shit.
Good job right there.
Shit.
Go, green,
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Look left. And we got Mike, number 53. 22, check.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Alert. 53 to Mike. Run left.
Run for Pollard. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Slam. Go. Roy.
They'll run with Pollard. He's got a first down and more inside the 30.
Get up.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
To throw is Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
What? What?
Jackson now. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 56 yards.
I backed his ass up and everything.
But when you
A real
press him,
field
that's what.
flipper there is all of a sudden they've got
That's
a
what got
first
me.
down in
Like,
the red zone.
that's when I
After
actually
one,
seen it. Like when you
7-0
press him and
on
then
EA
he
Sports.
kind of just sat there whenever he stopped when they released. Like, oh yeah, nigga got to do that.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. And Jackson throwing once more. Dancing to his left.
What up, bitch up?
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. On 2nd down now, it's Evans. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down.
Come on, bro. That nigga overran that bitch and every damn thing.
Let's go, rookie.
Right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Quick dance. Come. Good job right there. Shoot. Sponge. No.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. It's caught here by Adams. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career.
What?
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Trying to run for it with Pollard.
Oh, hell no.
Now some space.
Come on, man.
Steeler touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now Jackson on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight.
Three
and it
niggas
falls
on one
incomplete.
dude.
It'll be second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out,
literally
couldn't
three
even find his
niggas
outlet
on one
man
nigga
because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On second down, Benjamin. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to go for a big play.
Come on, Dean.
And he dropped the fucking ball. Come on.
Play call there. Now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it.
Look at this shit, bro. Come on.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Stay with your man. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike.
Hey, guys, 4 down, 4 down.
On first down, Wilson. Flush to his right.
Out of
And it's
bounds.
intercepted at the goal line.
Oh, they gave you that shit, bro. That nigga running all over the
tight
field,
end
bro.
Kelsey was the intended target.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
They had to pay me back from the bullshit ass catch they let you have down the field.
From the 22, Jackson.
Get his ass, folks.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. It'll double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Here's Pollard. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Past the
Okay.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Speed.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Good. 19. Hey, alert. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Come
and it's intercepted at the goal line.
Bullshit, bro.
Good positioning, and it's picked off. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, 5.
Touchdown! Then they give you the animation. This nigga had an easy-ass touchdown, bro.
I think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This shit freaking hard as fuck. Because ain't no way that nigga's supposed to make it down the field. That's fucking far anyway.
This up past the 20
even though he got 87
at the 22-yard line.
Nah, that shit dead.
Yeah, checker. Gotta get out the mud. So be it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Under 10.
Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he'll lay it and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one.
I stopped.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
I seen him coming back to the ball.
Here's Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And that will be incomplete.
They playing me, bro.
The long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Yo.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Hey, Mike 20. Check tight.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
I'm past my 50, ain't I?
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Let's take this game.
Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, we're going Mike 40. All day, just like that.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it's complete to Kelsey.
Oh, hell no.
Now the Steelers going to use their third
That
and final
shit
timeout.
weak as shit.
As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up second and 10.
What?
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28.
I got you. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Wilson throwing again. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Throwaway and incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And his kick is indeed good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for EA
Steel
Sports
City,
Halftime
baby.
Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Slam, slam, slam. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Good job right there. Good job right there. Jumper. Kill.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or
Oh,
maybe
bro, I don't know how niggas don't be fumbling, bro. Like, this nigga got 94, 96 hit power, and niggas still don't fucking fumble when this nigga hit her.
Go.
On first down, it's Robinson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He got
and
to
the big fella
too.
stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Again, it's Robinson. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in
Come on, that nigga ain't not had no fucking hand on that.
They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there. These punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Pollard again. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run on 1st down. Robinson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing.
I don't know how.
Just chucked it free.
I can't never get a fucking screen off.
Right?
They head
Everybody
to the line
else,
facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Just keep it. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they did it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. Like their ass to take out back on the other side over there. Yeah, I was trying to.
They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
We ain't getting no pressure, though.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt.
Oh, yeah.
A big loss here
Yeah,
as
we can
he's
get some
taken
pressure.
down. Bud Dupree, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Jackson.
Oh, yeah. These niggas act like they don't want to fucking. Oh.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long.
Oh, son. No way. They niggas got the motherfucking hand in there like
Going
that.
with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles.
Corner's ready, boy. I'm trying to tell you. Come on.
Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs.
I don't see how Travis goes faster than fucking Landon Collins.
They can't touch the ball.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a give here to Pollard.
That's the thing. That nigga won't even play.
2nd and 2.
What's his name?
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Alert. Mike 20, Mike on. Big stop, D. Big stop, let's go. Mike 20. You got nothing to do. Easy. Check.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's
sometimes
the only
it's
thing I hate about
sometimes you have to
playmaking.
know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run.
Go to the running back,
still accurate throwing the football.
And he's in.
I know you was going to pick up the running back on that angle route.
Tony Pollard.
So I know I can let Juju go
in
up
the
soon.
game and 6 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
What?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
They've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone
Oh
before.
my gosh,
Trying
he
to shake
shakes
things
and
up
turn
a
that
little
bitch
bit to try
up.
and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Mike 5. Mike 5. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Look. Motion, 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 motion. Mike, we go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson forced out to his left. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quitting here.
0.
Jackson's throw caught here by Boykin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. They go play action with Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
He said they're coming in too hot.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw.
Ah, shit, I should have been hitting him.
Completes it to Evans. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Come on, man.
He dropped it.
For the end zone.
Bro, you should have threw it right to me.
This defense was definitely alert to the
Nigga wearing
possibility
it
of the
down,
deep
bro.
ball,
That's what
and
it
they
is.
were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th
Bro, he
quarter.
an X
Maybe
factor.
can
That's
expect more
Fitzpatrick.
passes like that downfield.
Ain't no way.
Oh, yeah, but I'm telling you, niggas
The
do that
Ravens
shit,
on
bro.
3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to
Niggas
this
that do
point.
that shit.
This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson.
Come on.
And
It's out
he's
of
going to
bounds.
be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like
got
the
caught up with
Autobahn.
Jabril,
Everybody
or
just
I was
flying
big time
by,
got that
and
bitch
these
with
corners
him.
have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively.
Check 99.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, hey. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Who that? Let's go double count right here. Double count.
They'll run left with Pollard. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Wow, so they had an incomplete pass. There they go out of bounds on the run. Virtually no time off the clock for the first 2 downs.
And there's no way that's part of what they practiced in OTAs, mini camp, preseason camp, all the way through the season. You go through these scenarios and you work on them, and you have periods in practice that you say, okay, this is what the scenario is, this is what we need to get done. You've got to take time off the clock. That's what you've practiced, that's what you've worked on. They didn't get it done.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
14.
Pollard going to try the right side. And some room to run now. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Look at that.
His man, it's caught.
Greedy Williams has universal coverage, but the bitch act like he don't.
His 2nd touchdown
Greedy
on
Williams.
the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Like, this nigga
Now it's
literally
looking
just sat there and let
incredibly
Travis
likely to be
Kelce
a 3-0
catch
start
the
to
ball
this
like
season.
that.
That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really
That's
have
what
some
time,
momentum.
man, I wrote.
And now they're serving notice
time.
to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors,
But you know, when
they're trying
niggas
to
with
figure out
universal
ways to
coverage,
get
like
better.
they can like literally stop what the fuck they doing and go get that bit. But this nigga just literally just
The
sat
Raven
there.
offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Oh yeah.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the play. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Bud Dupree picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson. The pressure too great, and he goes down
rookie.
once more.
What you gonna sack then?
It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the
on what they plan to do going in.